Miki doesn't fall in love with Anthy in Revolutionary Girl Utena so much as he falls in love with a certain idea of his sister. Miki grows intoxicated with the way that Anthy plays piano in episode 5, because her music reminds him of his childhood, back when his sister sat beside him to play at the piano that the two of them shared. Miki's sister played with a sound that had always bewitched him, and which he continued to crave long after his sister abandoned her musical career. Miki never forgave his sister for renouncing her place by his side at the piano, and he would spend many painful years thereafter longing to hear that beautiful sound that she had taken away from him. But that pain would finally cease on the fateful day when he heard Anthy playing piano at school. Anthy's music sounded just like Miki's sister, or so he thought, and he instantly knew that he needed Anthy in his life. He needed her to remain just as she was in that moment, a replica of his sister who could fill the hole that his sister had left in his heart. And this was the reason why Miki challenged Utena to a duel in the Forbidden Forest. He sought to defeat Utena because he would win Anthy as his prize. She would become his rose bride, and as such she would be bound to obey his will, and then he would ensure that she would play the piano for him forever. But there's something very strange about Miki's desire to control Anthy. Miki did not actually need to control Anthy to ensure that she would play the piano. She already loved to play, and she was happy to have him listen. But Anthy had also said something to Miki that disturbed him. She said that she would cease to play if Utena ever wanted her to stop. And there was something about this idea that triggered an overwhelming desire inside of Miki to possess Anthy for himself. Miki wanted the power to force Anthy to play for as long as she lived, because he had already lost the sound of his sister's music once before, and he could not bear even the remote possibility that he would ever lose it again. But the funny thing about Miki's entire sister complex is that his sister never even enjoyed playing piano all that much. She really only began to play in their early childhood because she had a crush on the boy next door and she wanted to impress him. She expressed her love for that boy through music, and Miki heard that love and he wanted to possess it for himself. He told himself that his sister's music was designed for him, and in truth he even forced her to play, because her music inspired him to produce a music of his own, which the two of them could play together. And this was why Miki was so triggered when Anthy would tell him years later that she only plays the piano with Utena's blessing. Anthy really was a replica of Miki's sister. She was a person whom Miki could not ultimately possess, a person whose beauty had been given to another, and which would one day slip from his jealous grasp. Oh hey, and by the way, if you enjoyed this video, consider leaving a like and subscribing to my channel. I've got tons of videos on anime just like this one.